Hi everyone, this is Marcus with DTF Station, and in this video, we will go over how to replace the white printhead on your Prestige R2 DTF printer. First, you will need the following supplies. These ribbon cables, a screwdriver, the new printhead, and this protective silicone coating. We highly recommend wearing gloves for this entire process as the oils from your fingers can damage certain electrical components. First, take the ribbon cables out of the bag. Then open up the box with your new printhead. Note, always hold the outer frame of the printhead. Never touch the faceplate. Take one of the ribbon cables and place it into the slot here as shown. Note the direction in which the teeth of the cable is facing. The teeth should be facing the same direction as the face of the printhead. To prevent any damage from occurring to the cable, first line up the teeth, then apply even a pressure across the cable, pressing straight down. Do not wiggle the cable as this can damage the teeth. Now take the other cable, and with the same technique, place it onto the other side of the printhead. Once both cables are secured, apply the silicone to the point at which the ribbon cable and the printhead make contact. You can follow the example on the screen, or use a cleaning swab to apply the material. This will act as a coating to prevent any moisture or oils from making contact with the metal teeth, which can cause corrosion and damage to the printhead. You can also use waterproof tape, but using this silicone coating is much more secure in preventing any damages. Do the same to the other side. Depending on the type of coating that you're using, you will usually need to wait a minimum of 1 hour before proceeding to the next step. Now place the printhead carefully back into its original container to allow it to dry. Once completely dried, take a screwdriver and remove these 2 screws on the top of the printer. This will allow you to open the lid completely. Now use the up arrow key to remove any media that may be on the printer bed. Then use the left arrow key to move the printhead to the center of the printer. Now take your screwdriver and remove the following screws. Note, you do not have to remove the screws here completely. You can simply just loosen the screws so you don't run the risk of losing them. Once the screws are removed, you can open up the top lid by lifting it upwards. Now head over to the printer carriage and remove the following screws. Once complete, remove the outer shell of the printer carriage. At this time, lock these tube clips to reduce any ink spillage. Next, take a picture of how the ribbon cables are currently folded and tied together so that you can replicate the exact same setup once the printhead has been replaced. Now remove the tape that is holding the ribbon cables together. Make sure to be careful on this step so that you don't accidentally pull any of the cables out unintentionally. Note, H1 indicates the cables connected to the CMYK printhead, and H2 indicates the cables connected to the white printhead. Locate these 2 ribbon cables and pull them out of their slots. Now head over to the printhead and carefully remove this damper on the very right. This will expose 2 screws that you will need to remove. Once removed, place a damper back into its place. Do the same with the damper on the very left. Reminder to never touch the side of the damper, where it is soft, as this can cause irreparable damage to the damper. Always hold the damper by the outer hard frame. Once all screws have been removed, take every damper out one by one and place them onto the new printhead. After placing them into position, press down firmly to ensure a secure connection from the damper to the printhead. Now with the new printhead in one hand, grab the old printhead with your left hand and carefully lift it upward. Then carefully place the new printhead into place. Note the orientation of the printhead. A small QR code should be on this front side, and the back side should have an elevated wall. Now remove the left side damper in order to secure the new printhead onto the carriage. Note, please listen to this part very carefully to prevent any damage to your new printhead. It is not shown here, but when you are placing the screws back, you must be careful since you are placing metal screws into plastic threads. First, seat the screw into the hole, then first rotate the screw counterclockwise until you feel the screw reset into the hole. Once you feel that, then rotate clockwise to tighten. Tighten with firm pressure, but make sure not to over-tighten as this could strip the thread. Also, never use a power drill for any of these steps, always hand tighten. Now, let's proceed. Secure the printhead down with the 2 screws from earlier. Now repeat these steps with the damper on the very right side. Once complete, take the ribbon cable on the right of the new printhead and plug it into the front port, making sure that the teeth are facing you. Also, reminder to wear gloves. The metal contact points are some of the parts, as mentioned earlier, that can be damaged from the natural oils from your fingers. Reminder to always position the teeth first, then press down firmly. Then take the ribbon cable on the left side and plug it into the second port. This time, making sure that the teeth are facing away from you. You should be able to see the other side with the blue tape facing your direction. Now carefully organize the ribbon cables together again, taping them together with masking tape. At this time, go ahead and unlock these tube clips. Now turn the printer on from the back. Give the printer a few minutes to start up, and for the printer carriage to sit back onto the capping station. At this time, since the printer carriage housing is not attached, keep a close eye on these ribbon cables so they don't catch against any other parts of the printer. Hold the cables down with your hands as needed. And once the status shows idle, check on top of the printer carriage here to confirm these 3 green lights. If you are getting a red light here, contact a DTF Station team member immediately. This is indicating either a bad cable connection or a bad printhead. Once that's confirmed, you press and hold the down arrow key to bring some media out onto the printer bed. Make sure to place the side media guards into position to prevent any head strikes. Note, if the ribbon cables on the daughter board are too loose, place the daughter board cover back on as needed before moving forward. We will be performing a nozzle check shortly, and that can damage the cables if they get caught during printing. Then head to the control panel, click Menu, head down to Head Maintenance. Press Enter, then head down to Fill Ink. Then press Enter. Now, in the video it will show selecting 2 head, but that should be selected if you have replaced both heads. If you replaced just the white printhead, then select right head to perform the fill ink only on the white printhead. Let this run for 10 seconds. Make sure the countdown starts once you see a stream of ink coming out of the waste tube. Then click Cancel. Now click the cleaning button to perform a head cleaning. At this time, make sure to check that the capping station is making good contact with the printhead, and that the wiper blade also is coming in contact and wiping the printhead. Once that's complete, head back into the menu. Head down to Head Maintenance. Then select Status to print a nozzle check pattern. Note, Hosensoft must be turned on in order to perform a nozzle check. If you get at least 90% good nozzles, you have successfully replaced the white printhead. Once again, press and hold the top arrow key to move the media away from the printer bed. Then use the left arrow key to move the printhead to the center of the printer. place the printer carriage cover back on and use the screws to secure it into place. Next, place this cover back on and use the original screws to secure it back into place. Next, power the printer back on using the power switch on the back. Once initialization is complete, your printer carriage should automatically dock back onto the capping station. Bring down the lid. Secure it with these 2 screws. Alright, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.